Good morning, teachers and students. My name is Elia Lemang, and Math News starts now. Oftentimes, film adaptations tend to steer away from the original material. This week, Dasani Beasley and Daniel Fernandez shed some light on A Wrinkle in Time, a new movie coming out this March based on the classic novel by Madeline L'Engle. Let's take a look.
Disney's A Wrinkle in Time movie is directed by Ava DuVernay, who also directed Selma, an American historical film based on the life of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Disney's fantasy film will be produced by Jim Whittaker and Catherine Hand and is a remake, or in this case, reboot, of the 2003 film of the same name.
The cast for A Wrinkle in Time includes Oprah Winfrey, Reese Witherspoon, and Mindy Kaling as a trio of witches who assist our main character, Meg Murray, played by the newcomer Storm Reed, on her adventure. Chris Pine of Star Trek fame plays the role of Meg's father, an inquisitive scientist who becomes ensnared by the sinister Black Thing. A Wrinkle in Time is an upcoming American science adventure which is set to be released March 9, 2018.
A Wrinkle in Time already stands out with its interesting cast choices and plot. However, the visual effects may not seem the way people pictured them in the book.
I taught the novel of A Wrinkle in Time when I was teaching 7th grade, my first year as a teacher. And one thing that I really liked about Madeline L'Engle's style is that it was very simplistic. Despite the fact that she was covering high fantasy, she created a world that was almost minimalistic, very natural, very simple. I was very thrown off by the trailer for the new film. In a kind of good way, I didn't realize how big the vision could have been. Just the sights of the special effects, the creatures, the planets that they're creating from scratch. I think it goes beyond anything that Madeline L'Engle could have ever thought possible when she wrote the novel back in the 60s.
People are welcoming more diverse cultures as time progresses. A Wrinkle in Time has done exactly that.
When I first read A Wrinkle in Time, it was back in 7th grade at my old school, Pinecrest Cove, and I actually borrowed it from my teacher, Mrs. Nodarse. Well, borrowed it, she moved to Orlando, so that's her fault. But the creativity level that they put into the book really amazed me, and now seeing the new trailer for the movie, I feel like they fit it perfectly. And even with now the cultural diversity within the trailer, I find it quite amazing how we evolved over the years and we were able to put that in literacy and in filmmaking.
But what's a cool concept is that I just think that the novel it's a children's book, it's children's literature, but it covers very adult themes in the sense that she was fondly passionate about Einstein's theory of relativity, which is a concept that is difficult for even adults to grasp, let alone children.
A Wrinkle in Time is one of the most significant novels of our time. This groundbreaking science fiction and fantasy story is the first of 5 in the quintet series about the Murray family.
My name's Dasani Beasley.
And I'm Daniel Fernandez.
And this has been your entertainment news.
We often see what happens in front of a camera, but never really what happens behind it. This week, Laura Rivera and Amanda Felipe give us the inside scoop into the world of Mr. Rodriguez's elective photography class. Let's take a look.
This school year will be over before you know it, and subject selection forms are coming out for you to choose your electives for the following school year.
An amazing option will be creative photography, where you can release all your creativity onto a picture and turn it into art. Students are expected to follow through on these projects that showcase what they have learned for the lesson that was taught. Not only do they take pictures, but they sketch out their work as well. Photography can be the perfect way to show what you can do. Our very own creative photography teacher, Mr. Rodriguez, shows what this class entails.
So the photography elective is basically, it's a very, very, very hands-on elective. Within the elective, I first and foremost, my curriculum, I begin with composition, so teaching students how to look for what makes a picture nice, like what looks good on camera, what things to avoid when you're taking a photograph. We learn about different kinds of photography, for example, landscape, portraits, we talk about abstract and conceptual, for the sake of just helping them learn to find their style. We discuss a lot about style and the fact that over time, as students get better in the craft of photography, they're going to start finding their niche within the actual art form.
It's not just about taking a simple photo, but in this elective, you go in-depth into the art of photography, such as learning how to use a camera and incorporating those skills into your work.
So a few things to consider when signing up for photography. You don't have to be a professional photographer, but a desire. You just have to want to want to take photographs. You have to want to take good pictures. And I always teach my students that there's a big difference between a picture taker and a photographer. A picture taker, yeah, they might get a great angle, but ultimately sometimes they don't understand how they got a certain result. At the end of the year, you'll know exactly why you got the photograph you did, and you'll know exactly what strategies you utilized to get that photograph. At that moment, you've already graduated from picture taker to photographer.
Students currently taking creative photography share their learning experience so far throughout the school year.
This class benefits me because it really makes me think, and it gives me a new meaning and perspective on a lot of the art forms that there are. It's not just, painting, there's also photography.
Well, this course actually just teaches us the basic fundamentals of photography. So we break down the basics, so our apertures, our ISOs, our shutter speeds, and then we use those to take as many creative pictures as we ever wanted to. Well, the last project that we actually did was based on lighting. So we had to do one with a fill light and a key light and with some backlight. So the pictures I really like to take are film noir pictures, which if you don't know what they are, is we take those lighting techniques and then we dramatize them to the nth degree. So what happens is you have this very nice picture in a really nice black and white format with a lot of nice lighting around it.
If you're interested in taking your shot in photography, this class is definitely one you want to sign up for. Thanks for watching Mass Means More. I'm Laura Vera.
And I'm Amanda Felipe, signing out.
Some of the most well-known movie quotes that we know today often stem from iconic movies. Let's take a look at Rebecca Lalama and Angie Rios as they test their fellow mass peers on whether or not they know their movie quotes.
Many movies have lived up to what they are now due to their original quotes.
Some of these movies are, but are not limited to, Star Wars, Frankenstein, and The Lion King.
In this week's segment, MassFeed will be challenging students to guess some movie titles based on their iconic lines.
That is so fetch. Let's check it out. As a film teacher, what is your favorite movie and why?
It's a hard one. There's a lot of movies that I really enjoy. Probably in film studies, it's probably a tie between Big Fish and Inception. Big Fish because it deals with storytelling and the way that stories allow people to live on.
MassFeed has given each of the students a quote. If they got the movie line correct, they receive another one. If they got all three right, they won. Let's see how they did. The team also asked the interviewees whether they believed they were a movie fanatic or not.
I wouldn't say I'm a movie fanatic, but I really like watching movies and I get really into them, but I don't go crazy about them.
Okay. Nick, do you consider yourself a movie fanatic?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I guess in certain situations, but I'm not very obsessive over every single movie I see.
Okay. And your first quote is, "She doesn't even go here."
Mean Girls, Mean Girls, it's Mean Girls.
She doesn't even go here.
Honey, where's my super suit?
Oh, I know. The Incredibles, I know that one.
Honey!
What?
Where's my super suit?
What? Your first movie quote is "To infinity and beyond."
Toy Story.
To infinity and beyond.
Shark bait.
From this moment on, you will now be known as Shark Bait.
Shark bait.
Welcome.
Okay, the second quote is, "Stupid is as stupid does."
Okay. Oh my god, I know this one. Oh yeah. No, don't tell me. Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump.
Mama says stupid is as stupid does.
Spend a little more time trying to make something of yourself and a little less time trying to impress people.
The Breakfast Club.
You want to spend a little more time trying to do something with yourself and a little less time trying to impress people.
The quote is, "It's not just a bag, it's Prada."
You have 5 seconds.
Witches!
It's not just a bag, it's Prada.
And your last quote is, "I want to get chocolate wasted." 10 seconds.
What the hell is that one? I want to get chocolate waste.
5, 4, 3, 2.
I don't know.
Oh my god, I'm totally bugging.
Oh my god, I don't know this one. Wait.
One eternity later.
You're out of time.
Okay. Well, thanks for watching this segment of Math Speed.
We hope that you guys tagged along with us throughout this challenge.
Thank you for watching this week's segment of
Math Speed.
Thank you, Angie and Rebecca. And thank you for watching Mass News. Remember to follow us on Instagram at mass_news and subscribe down below to watch all of our future videos. And for Mass News, my name is Elia Alemang, signing out.